What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Social Sig vlog. It is currently Thursday, March 16th at 6:22 in the afternoon. This last week has gone by pretty fast. It's been super duper busy. I've been feeling much better, physically, mentally. Just had a really good week. So really fortunate for that. I think a big part of it was that it was just daylight savings. So we just got a whole another hour of daylight at the end of the day. Even though I've been kind of it feels like I'm catching up on sleep from that hour for whatever reason, just throwing off my sleeping patterns. I feel like my energy levels are just boosted because it's just, even though it's fucking after 6 and it's still light outside. So really fortunate for that. Yeah, it's been a good solid week. So last Thursday I did the podcast with Spoy, as you caught in the last vlog. And then Friday, I basically spent the afternoon with my girlfriend. Oh yeah, we went to Skateland, went to Hacienda for some dinner. Skateland was really fun. We just had no idea what to expect, but it was pretty fun experience of just rollerblading around. It's kind of good workout. And then afterwards, we were meaning to go. She was dog sitting, but I believe the Friday we got a bunch of snow. Oh yeah, Friday we got a bunch of snow, and then that day there was branches down like crazy, trees down in the neighborhood, and the person that she was gonna dog sit for, her flight got canceled. So we were gonna spend the night at her place. So that didn't end up happening, but yeah, just hung out. I think we watched a movie or something, and then on Saturday we had a show at the Washroom, and before the show I did a podcast with Trash of Totally Cashed, which he is kind of a staple in the punk rock DIY scene in Chicago. So and we've been friends and have tons of mutual friends, and it was really sweet to have him on the podcast. He's quite chaotic and a goofy dude. I love him so much, so check it out. It was a very wild podcast, and with lots of twists and surprises if you want to check that out. And then we had a show at the Washroom. He came over right before we were a few hours before we were going to load up and head over, so it just worked out perfectly. And then we played the show, and it was crazy. It was with Chap Lips, Totally Cash, and Social Sig. And it was crazy, like walking up to the house even at like 7:20. I think doors were at like 7:30, so for whatever reason I thought people were just super early, but there was a line to the street of kids just ready to see live music, and it was so fucking cool. And the show was packed, and I believe they stopped letting people in at some point. And it went so perfectly. Chapped Lips, they destroyed their set. Those dudes are so fun and so energetic. Totally Cashed was insane. And then we played a really, really fun, slimy set. That was one of the craziest shows, for sure, that I've ever played. I remember I was telling the crowd too, I was like, holy fuck, because we were all in a tiny basement. You'll see pictures on Instagram of it. But we were in a tiny basement, just sardined in there, and people are just going so crazy, which is kind of dangerous. But luckily, no one got hurt, and nothing bad happened. But I was telling the crowd, like, we played a show in Chicago in October, and the whole living room of where we played was just stuffed with people, and just like people going every which way. And I think that this last show at the Washroom was crazier than that, and it was almost like an outer body experience where I'm only focused on hitting the right chords and making sure my mouth is still in the microphone, because there's just so much movement literally right in front of me. Microphone gets bumped, my pedal board gets bumped, and just super greasy and slimy. So really fortunate I can savor these moments, and hopefully one day when I'm older I'm doing house shows, but it will be nowhere near the capacity that we're doing right now. So that's really special. That just popped in my head. Feeling really grateful for the opportunities to do these shows, because not everyone gets to fucking experience that, and it's fucking wild. And thank you so much if you were there and were a part of that, because it was bananas. And it's one of those sets too where like I'm not sure how we sounded. Like, it's a basement, so the sound is all different, and I can barely move and perform like I normally do on a stage, but I'm literally just getting it out and trying to put on a show. And so many people came up afterwards and they were like, "You fucking killed it." So that was really nice feedback, and really grateful for that too. Yeah, just kind of hung out at the washroom after, and then headed home. Sunday was it was daylight savings that day, so lost an hour, but got another hour of daylight. So I was just hanging out all day with my girlfriend. We went to the house where we were gonna dog sit for the other night, and we were dog sitting this night. So just kind of hung out, watched The Last of Us, and got some Chinese takeout. Maybe it's Japanese. It was sushi and crab rangoon. We didn't get crab rangoon. What else? We got seaweed salad, I'm pretty sure. Cucumber seaweed salad. Yeah, it's been a good week so far. On Monday, I did a podcast with Kaylee Conway. She is a Milwaukee singer-songwriter. So I was super stoked to have her on and just kind of chat, because she's a little bit older and has been in the Milwaukee scene for a while. And Kyle John Kanowski told me that she's one of the best, if not the best, singer-songwriter in Milwaukee right now. I love a few of her songs, and I saw her play at the Boone and Crockett probably like a month ago now. And yeah, Kaylee's insanely talented, and it was super cool to pick her brain. I'll post that podcast. I believe tonight I'll get it out. So at some point that'll be live. And then let's see, Tuesday I was practicing for a show that I had last night in Chicago. I feel like this week I've just been hopping around like everywhere, just so busy, and just kind of getting back into a good groove with the podcast and whatnot. And I have mentioned before, I want to limit myself to one podcast a week. So far this week, I've done 2, and I have one tonight. So I guess it really just is based upon on how I'm feeling and my energy levels and mental health and all that stuff. But I'm really fortunate to say, yeah, this week has been really solid. And the podcast that I'm doing tonight is really exciting. I have the drummer of the Violent Femmes on. His name is John Sparrow, and I don't believe that he is a original member of the Violent Femmes, but he is a drummer for them right now. So it's really sweet. He is Milwaukee based, so I'm gonna chat with him and have a little conversation. I'm so tired right now, but I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm tired because last night I played a show in Chicago with my buddy Dwayne on the box drum, and I was on guitar singing. And so, as I mentioned, let's just go back to Tuesday night. So on Tuesday after work, I went over to also go rewind a little bit more. Tuesday and Wednesday have been busy days at work for me, because I've been training my friend Sarah at work, because she was looking for a job, and a property of Mandel's is hiring, and so I put in her as a referral, and she got the job. So now I'm training her like half days at the other property, and then I've been doing half days there, half days at my property, and just been constantly moving, it feels like. So after work on Tuesday, I went over to Bug Moments practice to practice a song that we're doing on Saturday. They invited me up to do a song called Bugs, and it's kind of low key right now, so it's a little surprise. But as of today, that show sold out at the Back Room. Bug Moment is a band that was on our bill back in August when we did our release show. And so was Scam Likely, and Scam Likely just had a release show at the Back Room. That sold out. Bug Moment just had a release show. on Saturday, and that sold out. So that's fucking crazy. That's so cool. Just really proud of the scene right now, and just like the support of everybody, and just yeah, it's fucking fun. It's really fun. And so they invited me up to do a song. That'll be really sweet. It's like a clown theme, so I'm gonna be dressed in face paint, and really excited for that. And then let's see, Tuesday afterwards, just went over to my girlfriend's house, hung out, made some pizzas, and Wednesday after work and training all day, I picked up my buddy Dwayne, and then we drove down to Chicago straight to the venue, and it was at the Promontory. And also I got this really cool poster that was outside. Shout out the Promontory for posting these out. They had one for each band. It was Broken Demeanor, Social Sig, Fundamental Kink, Freddie Sunshine, and Totally Cashed, who we just did a show with on Saturday. So it was really sweet seeing everybody, really sweet hanging out with Trash again. Lots of familiar faces actually in the Chicago scene that I saw. And it was just super fun. My friend Haley came, and it was really, really sweet to see her. And it was just more of like a broken down acoustic set with Dwayne on the box drum, as I mentioned. So a little bit way more intimate. And it was interesting because this bill was just all over the place. Broken Demeanor, who opened up the night, was like this heavy hardcore metal band almost. And then it was us, and we were like acoustic, cajon kind of set. And then it was like an indie surf rock band, Fundamental Kink. And then Freddie Sunshine was like kind of like a Limp Bizkit kind of like rap, punk pop kind of thing, which was really sweet. That set was dope. And then we left like mid that set because we had to drive back, and got back pretty late last night. So that's why I'm pretty tired. But man, living the dream. It was so fun. Dwayne, one of my best friends. I used to live with him, and friends since high school / middle school. We go way back. We lived together in college, and he's doing his own musical thing too. And it's just, I don't see him too often nowadays, so it's really sweet to just catch up with him in the car ride. And he was just such a good hang, and man, I really appreciate Dwayne. So check out Dwayne on all streaming services, DUWAYNE, to shout him out. He is just an awesome human being. So that was really special to me and him. And it was just, we're just so proud of each other, and how far we've come, and doing a show together in Chicago feels really, really sweet. So thank you so much if you came to a show on Saturday or yesterday at the Promontory. We'll be back in Chicago in April, and don't have a show this weekend other than me doing a song with Bug Moment on Saturday. And yeah, excited to do this podcast tonight. Probably keep it pretty short, even though because I'm pretty tired. But yeah, I'm excited. And let's see what else is happening. I gotta order some more merch. I gotta finish my taxes. And yeah, just feeling overall much better about everything. Last week I was just pretty overwhelmed and stressed out and in my head about a lot of things. So yeah, I guess that'll happen, and there's peaks and valleys to this thing. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna get my nose pierced, possibly. I just found out that when you pierce your nose for the first time, you get a stud rather than the ring that I want. So I don't know if I'll be able to rock a stud. I could rock a stud, I don't know, but it'll be very strange because I want the ring instead of a stud, but we'll figure it out. Let's see what else is coming up. Got some more shows in April, and then planning my Europe trip, which I got to get on that with like ordering more train tickets and stuff. So yeah, it's all coming together. Try not to stress myself out too much about it all, and we'll get there. We'll get there, surely but slowly. All right, I think that's all I want to talk about. Thanks for watching, y'all, and thanks for supporting so far, as always. Love you guys so much, and hopefully see you guys soon. this feels like the last stretch of summer, or last stretch of winter. Even after the snowfall last week, it's all melting now, and yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, love you guys again. Bye. Love you.